So, I recorded 1.5 episodes for you since lunch. And there was no mic audio. Somehow the settings changed without me having changed them. And I am not cool with that at all. Oh my gosh. I see you. That stinks. Thankfully, I could reload from the last time and just start over again. So, hey, I am in a now questionable mood. Oi, Yahuna. Various word salad curses. Oof. Man, that stinks. But I'm off to talk to Unigost. Again, I think I'll narrate less than I did last time, just to spare us both. Me yammering, though that's pretty much half of the point of these recordings is me yammering. Dude. Thank you for your sacrifice. Oh. Stink. It works better with sticks and stones. Give me another stick. So, I have no idea and no desire to recount the things I yammered about in the last version of this episode. However, there's plenty to talk about still. Oh, I opened the window over here. I mean, it's January, what, 1st? 2nd? I think it's 2nd. I can't tell time anymore. Screw you guys. But man, that fresh air right now. Oh, nice. It actually adds... There is a bit of a wind sound coming from there, which might add to the background sound here. Anyways, I did that thing that I mentioned last time. I made a Twitch account. It is the same name, Valjurai, Valjurai. You can find me there. I really hope you will find me there, because having made just a couple of films so far there, you know, I'm an unknown, just as I am pretty much almost unknown here. There's things start very slow, so any sort of boost I can get, people popping over to subscribe to me there, view a few things, help their search algorithms, help me in return, that would be super amazing appreciated. It's pretty much the only way this can go. I have apparently a lot to learn, though, about being interesting. I like building things. I suppose I should pepper in some action games or something. And I do know Talking Politics Online is popular. And it's something I want to do not just for that reason. That's not so much a reason for doing it as it gives me some hope that it might pay off to attempt to do so. But times are weird, you know? I mean, they always have been. If you actually go back and look at history, you'll always find times have been weird for whomever is going through those times. But the stakes feel higher. You know what I mean? The stakes... Oh, geez. I've been weighing myself down and I didn't even realize it. Let's make a bunch more of these. Sell them. I'm going to need the cash for sure. But the world, 8 billion people just about now. I mean, if you look at, like, Google Earth at the Midwest, or large portions of the planet, really, and it's just wall-to-wall agriculture, or infrastructure, or manufacturing. We've left so little of the arable places. Tensions are high. You know, people are bickering, and so much of what seems to be going on in political discourse on Twitch and on YouTube, and I assume TikTok seems to be a place. I'll go look at that sometime. I've been sort of avoiding it because it's like Chinese owned, but, or at least I think it is. I think I heard that. Correct me if I have misheard. But the discourse is angry. And a lot of people seem to be there for the drama, not even for the subjects, but just to argue, just to point fingers, just to be able to yell at somebody. And my take on that... nice. My take on that may be a little atypical. And, I'm not innocent either. I'm on Twitter, and being a lefty, I don't know why, but recently Twitter's been definitely playing with their algorithms. I can tell. I've been getting suggested a lot of right-wing content lately, and it's hard for me not to comment, to say, dude, this is messed up, in various phrasings of that concept. So, I'm not immune. I'm not innocent. But, man, the angst and the bickering and the drama is... I think I understand it. My take on that is I think I understand it. I think people are upset. I think a lot of people don't know what they're upset about, or even if they do, they don't know to what to attribute it. They don't know where the blame is. They don't know what the cause is, even if there is no blame sometimes. I mean, with an a packed-in world, with climate change already here, whether you like it or not, it's here. Things are hard. They're going to stay hard. I mean, we've got... And that's going to put a lot of pressure on people, and people don't take pressure very well. Most people don't. There'll be distress, and distress becomes disdain and blame. Somebody else's fault. When sometimes it's nobody's fault, or it's, nobody left alive. I mean, a lot of the industrialism that is a part of our problem was started by people who aren't with us anymore, and they can't defend themselves, for sure, but I suppose you can point the finger a little bit, and maybe that's cathartic, or it helps relieve tension, or just get it out of your system, but if you look online, and it's not out of people's systems. And so my interest in all of this is listen to those people. I probably won't agree with them, and I'll say so. I won't have any problem saying, I have contrary evidence that you might consider, or a viewpoint that you may not have had access to before, and just think about it. You don't have to accept it right away, or even at all. But, I will listen to you, you will listen to me. I have seen circumstances where when somebody who was really angry just got listened to for 5 seconds, and all of a sudden, they're right there, and they're toning it down, and they're, sometimes even getting a little like misty-eyed because someone's finally listening. So I kind of want to try that. But with everybody out there for the drama, I don't know how to get anybody's attention. So, you have to start at zero. Whatever the case may be, you have to start at zero. That's what I will do. But I have a few people here. Maybe you'll go over there. Oh no, my hat. Oh well, I'll survive without that hat. That was a mistake. I got so caught up in that. I was just now getting a little misty-eyed. Isn't that crazy? I do that a lot, actually. Betty White. I have never actually gotten misty-eyed over a lost celebrity before, but
Have a good day.
Betty White did it for me. Sniff, sniff. Why did I think Unigast was... Oh, because he was here the last time I recorded this section. Anyways, I'll shut up for a second. Let's just play the game for a bit. For a minute. Talk to Unigast. I already know what he's going to say because I just saw it, but... Excuse me. Oh, is he in the house? You hear the dogs outside? Hello. Hello. How's life? What do you mean? If any of you want to watch this, you can slow down the video or pause it. That's fine. Very mature of you to say you really are growing. I never said it does. I'm not sure if I have time for stories. Well, maybe one story. I already told you they passed away in his sleep. Time is merciless. No, he did not die from sickness. Then how come he didn't wake up the next morning? I have never lied to you. I knew this day would come. I killed him. I understand your pain, the feeling of betrayal, but I'm begging you, believe me, that there was no pleasure in it. It's complicated. Vengeance. If you're looking for a reason I hated him, you found one. But we are all to blame. It doesn't matter who was the father. That's the real tragedy. May he rest in peace. So why'd you do it? Out of fear. I stayed with him after you killed that man in Nevis. He was angry. But then I started wondering, has he done that before? Jordan didn't want to stop the mission, but I convinced him to move to the village. I am summarizing heavily right now for your and my benefit both. When we arrived here, there was only a couple of villages. We built ourselves a house in Gostovia. A week had not passed before he declared that he wanted to go meet the king. So he's unsettled. I'd seen him walking around Gostovia like a true leader, but it was just a mask. We are living right next to each other, and yet after some time we hardly ever talked, but a couple times a year. Just a constant mask. Years went by. More and more he'd go to meet the king, and then I found out he had become what he had fought against before, a feted, corrupt official. It took me months and years to get to it, and I feel responsible for every wrong he had done in the meantime. So I went in the middle of the night. Staring at his face for what felt like ages, I took out my blade, and one clean cut and it was over. I understand you. Your reasons is required. Strong. This is what I chose last time. This is the closest to my feeling. I don't condone it, but I sort of understand.
I never had a chance to meet my uncle, to judge his character on my own. But I got to know you, Unigost. And though I do not condone your actions, I understand the reasons. To be a man is not to never err, but to make hard decisions when they are necessary. You made yours. And it's something you will need to live with for the rest of your life. As will I.
As will I. Cutscene! Alright. I appear to be in my house. Oh, no. No, I'm in his house. Okay. That was wicked confusing. Bed. Why the heck do I get up off the ground like that? Like me a foggy morning. It was actually way foggier than this here yesterday. For a little bit, but I couldn't see but trees maybe 100 feet away. It was crazy. I love fog. I like weather in general. Alright, so a thing to consider. I need to eat, actually. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. A thing to consider is that I want to move. Thick leather gloves. Ooh, I'm going to need that in the winter. Fabric, stone, clay. I'm going to switch out my axes as well. Flax. Simple bag. Wine bottle. Hammer. How much does that weight? 1? Okay. I need to actually start getting me some storage capacity here. Firewood, bronze axe. Yes. 1. What else have I got on me? Hose, shoes. I accidentally sold my hat. It's fall, so I don't really need to worry about The gloves overheating me at this point. Okay, so I do definitely not want to live here permanently. Let's see what I've got here. I think I need supplies. Feather, copper sickle, bucket. Fur I do not need to carry with me. Leather, sticks, straw for sure. I need straw. Wheat grain. Wheat grain is something I need for... Oh, geez, I need water. For this quest here. So I need 8 more wheat grain. I don't really want to put down a plot for that, though, before I know where I'm going to live. And I don't want to live here. What I do want is to live there. Which pretty much means taking the road and following the stream. So I'll do that. Ooh, nice. Wooden shovel, do I care? So much coin. Cool. Yeah, I'll take the shovel. It's 100%. Oh well. Onward. Oh. There we go. There's the pond. Very cool. So somewhere on this shore I want to set up. And I think I kind of want to set up with the mountains to my back. Oh. Ooh. Mead boots. Wait a minute. Is there a dead body in there? Is that what that means? That's kind of creepy. I don't know if I want that in my water supply. Alright. Ooh, I forgot about these. Athlete. Oh, yeah. The slower that my food and water run out, the better. Because it takes so long to resupply sometimes. Speaking of which, though, I do need to eat. Parasol. Mushrooms. Some toxicity, but not too bad. Not too bad. So... here's the road. Wait, is it? Yeah, here's the road. There it is. That heads into town, but that's not quite where I want to be. However, I can change... well, I can't change the old one, but I can add new roads. So let's do that. Where does it end? Right there. Okay, so I can begin here. Let's curve the road. And then curve it again. And then keep curving it. And then curve it some more. And then start curving back the other way to follow the shoreline somewhat, but also somewhat remove for it so I have some room for perhaps smaller buildings. In between the road and the shore. Okay. So that's a pretty well-defined path. And there's the mountains. Maybe, actually, I'm not sure where the mines are up here. Oh, actually, there's another road. Let's just connect it. Q. Give it a somewhat natural curve in that general direction. Wrong button. Like boink. Boink. And start curving back again. And merge here. Okay. So now we have... oh, but it's not reflected. But we have a bit of a triangle. Okay. So perhaps the town can consume that triangle. The next thing I want to do, though, is actually line things up. It has been my past experience. I will preface this by spoiling that I have, played this before. Not very far in, a little bit farther than this, but I've played it enough to know that while you can place buildings at pretty much any angle you want. Farming plots are strictly on a grid. And oops, I was getting lost there. So what I want to do is establish where the grid is before I start building around it, and I'm going to do that with an orchard. So let's, okay, so see that? It's already at a 45-degree angle from this road. Hello, the fox. Wait, was that a bunch of... No, okay. Where will it not be at a 45-degree angle? Maybe here? Yeah, this is close. So here's going to be a tree. A whole tree for me. And that will help me then understand the alignment of buildings. So let us now clear some space for the first house. Logs. My logs kept falling down into the water. But I think I've cleared it out at this point. I also discovered those. I haven't looked in them yet. I need 6 though, so let's drop these, get an exact number. As soon as I remember how to do anything. There we go. And let's claim this stack of 6. Yeah, I can't move. Okay, so I need to drop more things. Which means what? 2 meat. Let's see. Eat that. Drop me some stone. What else can I drop? Excess wood shovel I can drop at the moment. I did equip the boots and the trousers I found, which gave me more cold protection. That's very nice. Meat sticks. Alright. Okay, so let's implement a house. We'll put the front steps. That seems to be roughly... Yeah, that's pretty flush. That's pretty flush. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, now I'll just start hammering in the sticks first. This will take a little while. Right, mostly implemented. 2 out of 3. Boom. And boink. Very good. This I hope will be satisfying. Let's pick these up. Oh, and I can't move. Of course I cannot. Okay, how many do I have to drop before I can? Or is there something else? I can drop 3 stone. Pff, nope, that's not enough. I guess the color tells me. If as long as it's red, I am unable to move. That makes sense. Copper ore. Okay, ooh, nice little, oh, what do you call those things people make? Where they stack rocks on top of each other? I see that often. You know, I come from Maine where the coast is rocky, and people love doing that. There's a term for it, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, man, this is so satisfying to just be able to hit them in one, and they happen one thing at a, what am I saying? In one go. There we go. Clear out the birch. Birch isn't very high quality. Interesting factoid, though. I feel like I may have mentioned this before, but like aspens, who I don't recognize on sight, I don't think I've seen enough of them to really recognize, but birch stand out, you know? They're pretty recognizable. But anyways, they, in real life, and slightly here, you can see they're sort of clustered together. Well, that's because they are all the same organism. They are the same tree. Aspens do the same thing. And those organisms, that community organism, can live for thousands, tens of thousands of years, uninterrupted that way. So they're some of the oldest known organisms on Earth. Even though any one individual sort of vertical branch, I guess you'd call this thing right here, this tree, comes out, will come and go, but the organism that it is attached to goes on. It's very neat, actually. Boink. Boink, I have a house! And can I make it mine? Whoa. Assign slot. No people. No people. How do I switch it to be my main house? There has to be a way. Yeah, no people. Assigned player. Okay, here we go. So this is now my house. I'm going to put the stuff away. All right. Coin, copper, feather, loge, mead. My excess clothing, sticks and stones, excess straw, trousers, wheat grain, water skin, and wood shovel. We'll get rid of those. Cool. Cool.